You are, it seems, a man of many skills. A rare combination.
Approximately, how much do you make a week?
Yo, what's poppin', guys? Hope you're having a good week. I'm just gonna quickly break down this stock here, and what I'm expecting to happen in the next few days in the coming weeks. It's not a guarantee that this will happen, but these are just some things that I'm gonna be looking for, that will show me like good signs or bad signs, right? So what we have here is we have SCR, the score. Like everyone knows the score, the sports company, right? They're going to potentially legalize sports gambling in Canada, the one line betting. So the score has like a betting app, and that's kind of like the hype behind this stock type of thing. So that's just some background story there. So we had a big explosive move here to the upside out of a weekly like triangle break, right? So we had the pattern here. It was making higher lows. It started to base out. It wasn't making higher highs. It started to just form a triangle. We break out, and what happens here is we form this pattern. I'll go on the 4 hour, and we form this like kind of like an inverse head and shoulders pattern, where it's showing you here's what that looks like pretty much, right? As you can see, there's the left shoulder, the head right there, and then the right shoulder. And then this is the neckline of the inverse head and shoulders. Like as you can see, it was fighting this point, but then once it broke over, it tested it and then it ran. That's beautiful. This is what we want to see. So congrats to everyone who's in this and is making money. It's a beautiful stock, and it's running nice right now. So what I'm expecting to happen now is tomorrow there's earnings on this stock. I have no idea what the earnings is going to bring. Is it going to be bullish or is it going to be bearish? We don't know. All I know is how I'm going to prepare myself. Like that's what you should be focusing on, because it's pretty much a flip of the coin. No one knows. This could literally plummet back down to $1.60, right? That's obviously not good. We don't want that to happen, but you got to be open-minded and be ready for anything. So I took half of my position off up here because I wanted to secure some gains. What I like to do is if I make a play and then it turns out that I'm right, I want to take some off the table, almost like a treat. Like, hey, dude, you got it right. Take some off the table and keep that in the bank account. Like I like to do that with my plays. I'm not recommending you do that yourself. You could figure out how you like to manage your money on your plays. But what I'm expecting here is basically a pullback of some sort. Like we just ran 70%, right? So if you go back to the daily time frame, there's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 solid days in the green here, which is good. You want to see that, and you want to participate in those days. So what I do is I run the fib extension from the low to the high of that move. So this move started on January 4th, and it went ripping up to here. So what we have here is levels now. These are the Fibonacci retracement levels. What it's telling you is where the stock could potentially pull back off of mathematical equation. So this is what's happening here. It pulls back. We want to see it hold at least the 0.382. That's the most that's pretty bullish. It's not the most bullish. Of course, if it stays up here, that's even better. But as you can see, we have an 8 exponential moving average, and it's starting to catch up. We want to see the 8 exponential average be used as a dynamic support. So if it comes down and it starts to test the 8 EMA, I want it to hold that level. If it holds the 8 EMA, that's a good sign. I will likely be re-entering into the trade. And what we could hope to see forming is a sort of flag pattern happening. Like if we could see that happen and it bases out in here with low bear volume, right? We don't want to see an increase in bear volume, well, too large of an increase, because that's basically telling us people are trying to exit out of this stock. So we want to really focus on where is this going to retrace back to, if that's what we're expecting. To be honest, this stock could completely rip up tomorrow morning. I would love that. That'd be great. But I also think that that would probably make it more likely that there's going to be a sharper pullback in the future. You see what I'm saying? So the fact that we're getting some consolidation here, I believe that's healthy. I think that's what we want to see, especially if you're thinking about this more long term. So I want to see this make a pullback, but I don't want it to pull back all the way to the golden pocket. If it does happen to go here and hold, like I said in previous videos, that's kind of like the last straw. Like for example, if we do the fib retracement on this move, it didn't go all the way back down to the golden pocket. You see how it held the 0.5 first, we'll say. Like holding the 0.5 is solid, and that was a good signal to enter. Because how many wicks did it go? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wicks around that level. Like at that point, the stock is literally screaming at you, hey, I want to go up. So I'm looking for that similar thing to happen over here. I want to see it hopefully hold at least the 0.5 and do a similar pattern like that again. Is that going to happen? It's not a guarantee. I'm not trying to say, hey, this is going to happen. I'm not calling tops. I'm not doing any of that. Oh, look, it's dropping fat now. But these are the things that you want to see. Holding stocks over earnings isn't my favorite thing to do because it's like a flip of a coin, right? You really don't know what happens if the earnings report comes out and they do terrible, right? Well, now I'm positioned where I have half my position size off, and I'll be able to take off the whole thing off the table if my plan or what I would like to see happen doesn't happen. I'll be able to recognize it and go, hey, you know what? I'm taking my money off the table here, secure the gains, and find another entry. There's always another stock or another entry in the same stock. So it's nice to be patient. But yeah, I just wanted to share that because I know there's probably a few of you that are in this play or are curious to see maybe there's another entry to the play, right? So that's what I'll be looking for. I want to see it hold up here. I want to see it create like a bull flag or like a bull pennant or like some sort of bullish pattern up here. I do not want to see increasing bear volume. If we keep seeing that, it's basically telling you, hey, we want to exit. I am looking a little bit higher in this trade, but I want to see that happen first. So I thought I'd share that with you guys. Cheers. Enjoy the rest of the week.